work for none of these fucking labels wanted with the king. I am the Don. Lucian, don't send none of your motherfucking slaves. Don't send nobody because they getting their head torn off. Quick. We ain't got no problem. Ain't no motherfuckers. I'm the only king. I'm the only nigga that'll go up against these niggas. I'm the only nigga that survived through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, pussy ass, dragon ass, pink polo ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never killed nobody else nigga. Fuck all you niggas. All you street niggas, all you rap niggas, just any nigga that ever said something about my fucking heart. None of these niggas, you know what I'm saying? You know how we, when I'm fucking, with my kids, you put your influence. No, your influence is for politics. Your influence is how you can use a nigga you never want to sign anyway. The gang stop. You ain't showing up to my fucking wedding. You ain't my family. I always wanted some kind of family. Never had family out here. So what the fuck? Then they take my actual blood family from me in my face. All right, so go ahead. I just had to get that straight of content. Thank you very much, sir. I'm intrigued by it. Jack, they asked the question. Yeah, I just had to get that off real quick. Oh, man.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
One travel double bag, long weekends, weddings, in business.
Like I knew this girl that only like hangs around really super woke, like someone like Shaq Black girl models is like a friend type shit. And I was like, yo, you gotta tell me, you know, what tweets y'all didn't like. Yeah. You gotta tell me what hurts so I can do it more. Why?
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The man in motion is Watson.
Ready?
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
Set, hut. Red, cycle. Claws, 10. Hey, blue. Edo, blue. Drill, green. Ready.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Ready?
Love to throw. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Hut.
They'll go for it. Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Ready. Black Ultra. Hut.
Throwing is Love. He'll take a shot downfield from Musgrave. And he's in! Bruce Musgrave. Touchdown. Touchdown, Packers.
Accidentally.
They find the end zone
Choking
here on
on
the
this
opening
speed.
drive, and Greg, they're able to do
got
it
one.
in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Packers on top. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Man in motion is Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was brought down by Javon Porter. A gain of 12. And an Eagle 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That one knocked away and incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
He's got his man. It's Smith. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go now.
And the big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll get about 5.
Ready. Steel, black. Set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead. So got it. The tight end comes in motion.
Go Silver, ready?
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And he'll take it on in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll go play action with Love. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after.
Bitch.
The kick is good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's 1st and 10. I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Man in motion is Brown. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Down the left sideline. And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 55 yards on the game. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Here now, second down and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Ho-ho! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the double. Slide through. Drill, 52. Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They need 8 as they come up for third down.
Down. Yellow.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
6. Mega. Cut.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy. And this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down. A big gainer for Green Bay. 35 yards.
Ready.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And just a short pickup there to the 35. Second down and 8.
Set, hut. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
1st and 10.
Here we go. Green Jack. Red cycle.
To throw is Love. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Ready up.
Here is 2nd and 7.
Needle blue. Let's go. Drill green. Strikers 3-3. Ready, go.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be taken down.
Jack right, jack right.
That's another Green Bay Packer.
On the ready.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
Ready, ready.
They'll run with Dillon. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Go pink.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion.
3-yard line.
Red, yellow.
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Shovel 38. 43 rail. 22 needle. Yellow.
It's
go.
the tight end Kraft in motion.
Smash. Red. Ready, ready.
They'll run with Jacobs. He slams it in there, and he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for an Eagles 1st down. It is 2nd down and 5. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. To throw on second down is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Here is first and goal. Again, Hurts. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
This returnable with Reed. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for first and 10.
Claws red. Ready?
Love. He's going to keep it himself.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
In motion, Reed. A second down throw for Love. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to be third down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the Packers punting team. They send Britton Covey back deep. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go for Goddard. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This returnable with Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5.
Ready, break.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
6, Madden. Set, go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Black shot. Green jack. Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on, set. Red, cycle.
In motion, Reed.
Set.
On 2nd down, Love. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he will score. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On play action, Hurts. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A huge play there in overtime. 31 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. And in motion is Brown. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him. And instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Gotta have it right here to extend this overtime. 4th and goal. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. To the goal line and in. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Carl Leviani.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. The call works, as they will indeed take the lead. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory.
So he sees visually the context.
And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Right?
With that, we say so long, everyone.
So he's allowing Kanye West to just go on the street because Kanye already comes with his own agenda, right? Which goes for anybody interviewing. Otherwise, you can join a high-level club and we can teach you this game directly if you're trying to get that mentorship. Now, an interview with me would have been different. You feel me? If anybody interview with me that's at a high level, it's going to be the biggest thing they ever did in their life, but they just don't know.
Like just inventing new approaches to a song and shit. Oh, we're gonna drop the drums like this on Blood and Leaves. I'm gonna make the ending of Runaway last as long. And you know, I'm the type I would share anything and everything with whoever. I would do collaborations, or I did, and it's just too much. Where as soon as the shit get hot, no one is like, yo, nah, this nigga, you know what I mean? It's, you can take the sauce and put it on for this, forget about it. And then it's very easy for like political shit. You know how many fucking rappers and celebrities went against me for the Trump shit? And I understand with the Jewish shit, but you know I wasn't lying on that shit. And out of Cardi shit, it was the perfect combination of me not having a name and likeness and me finding out about that shit to me being left out the album on the back.
So the thing that Kanye West, what he's going to right here, I imagine a lot of people, yes, it's a little more issue because when a lot of people, they don't always live us. Which means that my life becomes correlation, right? 100 times harder. These are celebrities. These are people of luxury. They want to live a life of luxury, right? They want to have access to events, PR, and platforms, and checks, and all these different things that come along.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and long for Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick six.
Stop fucking playing.
Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Mecole Hardman now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That's incomplete left side.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on fourth. They're going for it with Mahomes. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Again, Mahomes to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Throwing again, Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And that's good for a gain of 5. Zach Bond with the tackle. Another throw for Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Offense in the hurry up here.
43! 43!
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
It's caught. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Great.
Putting a receiver in motion. Hurts comes out throwing. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hurts trying again on second down. He's going deep. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Second and 8. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, it's Hurts. And he's caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now try again with Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They move 2 yards closer. That's going to bring up third and goal from the 5. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles trying to make some noise before halftime. They've held them out twice. Here we go, third and goal. They're going to try to run it in, Barkley. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They're out and set, first and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack!
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to push one deep down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
From the pistol, Hurts. Trying for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Yellow!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Mahomes trying to get here on second and 10. And that one's caught along the left sideline. Into the red zone. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs could make it a one-score game as they cut it to 9 before half. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Chiefs making the call. They're going for two again. Mahomes throwing for two. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Eagles get it back after making their third first-half interception. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Kickoff taken at the 3. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Third and long for him here. He's trying to go deep again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. He connects downfield on 4th. And he pushes us up to midfield before going out. They're now set for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hurts throwing again. He's got Smith. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
63, 63, 63.
Trying again following the sack. Caught near the pylon. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Hurts looking to throw. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Hurts now from the gun. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
From his end zone, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Darius Slay has it.
Let's go.
And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Back to throw it. A massive shot towards the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Reed now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Delta.
Now Hurts. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey. Delta.
Barkley trying this up the gut. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. Working quickly here. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. That pass complete to Goddard. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity, certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again! And the Eagles will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Immediate threat. And it's survival mode magnifies negative things. Right? This is what trauma do. It induces you, your nervous system, and your mind, your consciousness into survival mode. So therefore, you notice threats much larger than you notice blessings and things that you're grateful for. So one comment can be negative, though every other one was positive, but you will magnify the negative because our brains have trained for survival mode just to get the threat. It's the same reason. If you got a white shirt on, you get one spot on it, right? It's super small, but you're going to be like, yo, everybody's going to notice it. So now all of your consciousness, your attention goes to the negative thing. So it becomes bigger. Not because it is bigger, but because you're paying attention. Then when you start thriving, get you some money, right? You have to learn skill sets so that you can maintain that which you now have. But it requires change. It requires change of environment, changing the way that you move, changing the way that you think, so that this new life that you have. Because how many of you all had, let's say, a lot of money at one point in time, where you had clarity, right? And you felt good. But there is a price to maintain thriving.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success, come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs force the turnover on the first series of this game. Oh, baby, this stadium was already loud to start this game, Brock, but that play, it's in an absolute uproar now.
And the one thing you want to do as an opposing team is quiet the crowd, especially as a quarterback. It's your job to quiet that home crowd, but an interception, well, it does nothing but add fuel to the fire. A fever pitch now as the offense takes the field, looking for an early lead.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
At the 32-yard line.
Yellow. Return.
From the 32. Buys time, rolling right. Hauled in by Gray. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Hey, 57 color. Return.
From the red zone now. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Nicole Hardman now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color. Return.
Here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He put everything he had into this one. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
43, 15.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Breaks the tackle, still going. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it down to a single point. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Spread the field and send him all deep, baby. All right, this might be a stupid question, Brock, but what makes that play call successful against an NFL secondary?
Yeah, because 4 verts is good against a college secondary, a high school secondary, a Pop Warner secondary, because it burdens and stresses that defense. And if you got people that can run and you got 4 choices to choose from, oftentimes you'll find one to hit on.
Hardman with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. First and 10.
Yellow. 15.
Here's Mahomes now. To the left and hauled in by Kelsey. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at first down here. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. On the run right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop the potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First down, a run with Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Ball at the 33 for first down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Barkley will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Eagles pushing for points. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Back to throw, Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
For what would have been a nice game. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They give to Barkley, left side. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, kid. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Throwing is Mahomes. On target to Worthy. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Called in by Rice. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Escapes the pocket. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
43! Yellow, yellow!
Looking to throw Mahomes. He's on the move. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Yellow!
On the draw, it's Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Hey, 43!
2nd and 3. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Pistol now for Mahomes. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. That one doesn't make it beyond the line. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
Hey, 57! Yellow, yellow!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And the Eagles get to it! And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Running right, it's Barkley. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
On the draw, it's Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Traps, screens, draws, you need the element of surprise. The problem is, this defense was all over that draw. You couldn't fool them, even if you wanted to.
The conversion unlikely, but the offense is going for it. 4th and 13. Looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs get it back on the final play of the quarter. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Back to throw Mahomes. And not a great choice on first down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Yellow, yellow.
He's back to throw. Finds his man Rice. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now trail by just a point in the 4th. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A play fake now hurts to throw. This ball's caught by Uzama. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Now Barkley. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, P-Rod. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball. And they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Here are the Chiefs facing a massive two-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he's got a man complete. And he won't make it across. They definitely weren't afraid to go for it all there, but they remain down by 1. They've got less than 40 seconds to work with. Not impossible, but got to recover this kick. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Sending the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Oh, one defender failed, Brock. Another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
He'll look to throw it. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Second and 3 now.
Yellow. 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 Hero 15. Right side.
Setting up to pass. Flush down out to his left. He's keeping it. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, positive yardage is positive yardage, and he got what he could before getting out. But it still leaves him short of the 1st after what looked like a broken play.
This game now resting on the attempt from Harrison Butker. From the left hash, this is from 47. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.